Hi, my name is Milan. I'm a model, actress, and also pianist. I do a couple different things, and I'm a Scorpio. When you look us up online, that stuff's a little bit like off the chart. People say like, no, I don't look for looks. You're lying. We're all human. If you're not attracted to someone, that's kind of a deal breaker. There's some people that I'm very grateful. I've had a great childhood, a great upbringing. I experienced something like very traumatic. I was in a bomb shelter for 2 weeks, and I put my hand through that glass hole that the guy broke in the door, and I cut my arm. They start walking towards us and they say, jump out the window, jump out the window. Everything you experience in life, it changes you. When I'm dating someone, I think it's okay to talk about past relationships to a certain extent. Because that's a part of you. It was almost like it was announcing that someone's about to die. You have to know how to cry and make it look beautiful. I had this Russian piano teacher, hardcore. She would slap my hands if I did something wrong.
Crazy.
She would make me go to the bathroom, put cold water on my face if I felt tired. She would make sure the water was like freezing cold.
Welcome to Unattainable. Glad to have you with us. I'm your host, Zach Evans. And first of all, thank you to all of our listeners. We've been getting a ton of growth and engagement over the last few weeks, so we got to thank you guys out there for that. Today, we got a special guest on the show. This is Milan. Milan, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience, your name, what you do, and your star sign.
Hi, my name is Milan. I'm a model, actress, and also pianist. I do a couple different things, and I'm a Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Yeah.
I know all about you Scorpios.
Oh, really?
You guys are very fun, but a little bit dangerous.
Yeah.
Why did you laugh when I said dangerous?
Because it's true.
A little bit. I don't want to say toxic, because I do feel like you guys are misunderstood more than toxic, but you guys are very interesting.
Yeah. I would say when you look us up online, that stuff's a little bit like off the charts. Definitely. I think that stuff is not so correct. I also like to look at like the moon and those type of
rising,
things too.
All that kind of stuff. Yeah, you're like, I actually identify with my moon sign.
Yeah.
Please refer to me by my pronouns, which is Virgo.
I think my moon is Pisces.
That's my star. That's my normal
cool.
one. Yeah, so
yeah.
Pisces gang.
I don't know really many Pisces.
Yeah, we're the best. You know, we're very rare. We're a very rare breed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't judge, by the way. I used to be very toxic back in my villain era.
I mean, I would hope I'm not toxic. Yeah.
Okay, let me start off with this. I think you'll have an interesting take on it, and then I got a story for you in a sec. But dating in LA is probably one of the hardest places to date, right?
Yeah.
You have fake people, celebrities, OnlyFans, sugar daddies, fake people. Like it's
crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
What has your experience been like dating in LA so far?
I haven't dated so much, honestly, in LA because I moved to Newport Beach. But in LA, I would say I kind of try to avoid it, honestly, because growing up, I went to a high school with lots of high-end bougie kids, and you can kind of see how they date each other, and they kind of recycle a bit, and I'm just not into that. It's very much not for me. And also, like, when people flex their money and all that, that's also not for me. It's such a turn off to me.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just I prefer someone that's so authentic and true to themselves and works hard and is passionate about life and what they want to do. Yeah. Okay,
so you don't care if a guy has money, as long as you got the connection with him.
If I love you, unfortunately, I don't care.
Unfortunately. Did you? Okay, I'm curious. So I've always thought that, in a sense, girls, I think, are attracted a lot to money and status the same way guys are attracted to looks, right?
Yeah.
It is a superficial thing.
Yeah.
And there are things that are more important. But also there's like a certain bar that I have in terms like when I date a girl that, okay, she has to cross a certain level of looks before I would even like consider dating her. I'm not saying it's good or bad.
No,
I think
it's
just
true
the truth.
though. It's true. We're all people say like, no, I don't look for looks. you're lying. We're all human. And that's the first human instinct. You're going to look at a person and think if you're attracted to them. That's just the truth. It's like science.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
And I don't think people should have to feel guilty about that.
No, not at
It's
all.
like-
I say it too. I'm like, obviously, I'm going to look at how someone looks first. That's the first thing you see. I'm not going to think of what's their personality first because I don't know their personality. That's something you learn over time.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you this. So I've always felt that for guys, looks is more of a hard line in the sand. It's kind of like, all right, if she's not over a certain like level that I would want to date, no matter what happens, I'm probably not going to date her. Where I feel like for girls, usually looks is more like a good thing, but then guys can kind of grow on you. Do you feel like that's true in your case, or is it just like, nah, if you're ugly, sorry?
I personally, I don't know. I don't think I've ever gone for someone ugly. I wouldn't like to like call people ugly, but I mean that's the truth. I just haven't. I definitely know like there are pretty girls that they go for lower looking, I guess, lower status according to society guys, and that's their thing. I personally, if I'm not attracted to you, then like what's the point? That's like the whole main point. That's like the first thing, attraction.
You're like, that's square one.
That's the first thing. It's attraction. That's what makes you stay with someone for longer. And also then comes the loyalty and the passion and the this and the that. So I think if you're not attracted to someone, that's kind of a deal breaker.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's definitely tough. Yeah, it's interesting. So I used to own a company in the modeling industry back COVID days. And I noticed something interesting. We call it hot guy phase.
Okay.
And it'd be like, because, you know, we would see models coming into the industry, and then we'd see models halfway through, and then we'd see models, you know, 31, 32, kind of on their way out. And the interesting thing was the young models, 18, 19, right?
Yeah.
They'd always be dating, like, I swear, the same guy. Like, clones of each other, like TikTok hair, little dangly earring from Temu that they got.
Oh my
it was like,
God.
they all looked exactly, I couldn't tell, is that your boyfriend or your boyfriend? I can't remember, you know what I mean? But the interesting thing was the like most beautiful girls, like the real like supermodel stunners, by the time they were even 22, 23, they'd always be dating some guy that looks super fucking normal. Like he'd look like if he like dropped off your Amazon package, you'd be like, oh yeah, like that makes sense. But they would always be extremely ambitious or successful or charismatic, and they just had something else. And it almost felt like they kind of got bored of like the hot guys. Yeah. And then they wanted something with a little more substance.
Makes sense. That makes sense. I would say that makes complete sense because it, like I said, you are going to have attraction first, but then if someone ends up being like an asshole, then what's the point? I'm not going to stay with you. I'm going to want to be with someone long term. I'm going to want to marry someone long term that will be a good father, will be a good husband, will want to be in a good relationship, take care of my kids, take care of me, that I want to take care of him, that like loves me. I don't want to be with someone that's just like looking in the mirror all day. You know, that how sad would that be?
I mean, you're right. I hear like the number of times I've heard a girl say, "Oh, this guy was so hot until he opened his mouth," and it's kind of that like, "Oh man, he looks so hot," but then there's just nothing there. It's just blank screen happening in his brain, and it happens.
I'm sure even girls too. Everyone.
Yeah.
Some people are just, you know, just the looks.
And I think even on top of that, being good looking, I think you're more likely to actually have less of a personality.
Yeah, because things come easier.
Exactly. You hit it right on the head. Things come easier. That's a good way to put it.
Things come easier. That's why I think it's so important to also just like put yourself out there, no matter how you look or like who you are, to just put yourself out there and go travel and go talk to different people and go experience different things, because you'll never like grow as a person unless you go and speak to different people and go experience different things.
Yeah, I think you develop your personality through
experience.
Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, if you were playing a video game, right, and you're trying to design somebody from scratch, right, and you wanted this person to have all the best character traits, confidence and resilience, and he's funny and his toughness and everything, it's like, what would you do in the game? It's like, you probably wouldn't give him a super chill life.
Exactly.
You'd probably put 100 challenging obstacles in his path, force him to overcome them to develop the traits. So it's kind of like, whenever things are like going really tough, I always like to think like, yes, this is the investment you're making in yourself to develop the best character traits that everybody wants to have.
Yeah, I completely agree. There's some people that I'm very grateful. I've had a great childhood, a great upbringing, great parents. So I'm grateful for everything I've had. But I know some people, they get all that and they don't do anything with it. They just kind of stay playing the video games and stay on their couch, and they don't want to do anything with themselves. And it's unfortunate. It's kind of a waste, because there's so many people that can be doing so many great things, and they just don't.
Because they never have to. They never are.
They don't have to. Exactly. They don't have to. And yeah, I experienced something like very traumatic. I was in a bomb shelter for 2 weeks.
No way.
Yeah, I was in a bomb shelter for 2 weeks. Obviously unexpected. And that kind of pushes you to like grow, and you can't be the same person that you were before that. You just can't. You're not. And like by the time I came back home after that whole experience, I was like so grateful for such small things, like just to have the time to shower. People don't even think of, like, when you think of a list of things to be grateful for, you think a roof over your head, right? You think your family, your friends, but you don't think of some things that are so beyond, like to just have time to shower. The time to shower, the time to go use the restroom, the time to go eat, all those things, those little things, to be so grateful for those little things. And that changes you, and that makes you a better person, I think, honestly. And then you don't want to be around people that aren't grateful for those things, because you're like, I don't have the time for this. What's the point? There's no time for these stupid little things that don't matter. Yeah.
It's interesting. I was watching this show. Have you ever seen the show called Alone?
I haven't.
It's like they send like 12 people out in the wilderness, and then whoever survives the longest.
Oh,
wins.
Like Naked and Afraid.
Yeah, like Naked and Afraid. You're like, I watched the sexy version. Like,
I watched that with my dad.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But the crazy part is, on the show, first of all, they're given like 10 items each. So they're coming in with like mallets and fucking like all this gear, fishing hooks and fishing line. And like the person who wins usually lasts like 2 months, 3 months. And then they're just like, dude, I can't handle this anymore. And it's just crazy, like how quickly we forget that we have like food like at the grocery store a block away, and like running water, and we can just shower whenever we want. And we have air conditioning. And it's just like, we can't even survive with all this shit we can bring from the real world for like 2 months in the actual wilderness. Like that's wild to me.
Yeah. And some people just can't see that.
Yeah, it's very easy to forget, I think.
Yeah, it's very easy to forget.
But what's the story of the bomb shelter? You kind of glazed past that real fast. That's like a pretty crazy story.
Yeah, I was just going to like visit my friends in Israel, and I was just going to stop there, and we were going to go to Greece together. And then a war started literally the night I got there. It was my first time ever going to a club.
Crazy.
First time ever going to a club. They convinced me that night, the day I landed there. Imagine the jet lag. I'm in the club, and I'm like so not enjoying myself already. It's not my type of scene, because I also don't drink.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so my friends are all like dancing, and I'm trying to dance with my best friend, trying to make her happy too. Of course, make everyone have a good time. One guy even came up to me. He was like, "You look like you don't want to be here."
He just said it straight up.
He's like, "You look like you don't want to be here." I'm like, "I'm trying." And then we ended up getting like texts on our phones and saying, "Are you guys okay?" And we were like, "What? Is everything okay?" So my friends, we all left the club, and we're outside. And then we all get emergency alerts on our phone. And that means like war's coming. Because normally there they get like a red alert and it's kind of like a doo-doo-doo, and it's like run to the bomb shelter for 15 minutes and then you're good. That's just the reality. But no, that meant like run to a bomb shelter, there's war coming, and then sirens started going off and I'm in my heels running in a mini skirt running and my friends, there were so many people running behind us yelling, and that like we literally lost each other. We split into the crowd, and my best friend and her boyfriend split. We couldn't find them, and then my other girlfriend and I, we were like running, and this guy, he's screaming, there's shelter over here, there's shelter over here. So we run towards the guy, we run towards the shelter, you know? And then the door shuts and there's more people trying to come inside because they're also trying to come to shelter. And one guy tries like breaking the door. It's like glass with bars. And he breaks like a hole near the handle, but then realizes he can't open it. So they run away. The people that are outside run away. And we're inside, and I'm with a bunch of strangers and my best friend. And we realize that we're stuck in a staircase. And we're like, this is not good, because sometimes you can be safe in a staircase, but they were like huge open windows.
Not the best.
So that's not safe from a bomb, you know, or from a whatever's coming. And so they're like, there's one girl smoking a cigarette in the corner and saying we're gonna die. There's one girl crying in the corner saying we're gonna die. My best friend's like freaking out. So the girls are like on the stairs freaking out. Whoever I was with strangers. The boys that we were trapped with, they're like running up the stairs. I guess we were in like an apartment complex. And they're knocking on doors and nobody's opening the door because they don't know who we are. They don't know if we're dangerous. Yeah. But they're telling us to go to shelter across the street. So we go. So we're telling them like, we can't leave your apartment. The door's locked. The door's shut. Yeah. So I'm like trying to find a way out. I'm like in survival mode all of a sudden. It's my first time going through something like this. I don't live there. And I run down the stairs and I put my hand through that glass hole that the guy broke in the door. And I cut my arm. And I wasn't even thinking about the cut on my arm. I was trying so hard to break the door as much as I could. Nothing was happening. I took my hand out. That's when I cut it. On a rusty door. I didn't care at all. I literally saw it and I ran back up the stairs to the window. And I'm looking in the window. I'm thinking maybe we can like jump from the window to escape. And so then I'm turning to my best friend saying maybe we need to jump from the window. And then I keep looking through the window and I see these two drunk guys. What are you doing when there's sirens
just walking
going?
On the street.
They're like
drinking.
So they're going to like pee in the bushes, I think. Yeah. And I'm like, so I start yelling at the top of my lungs. I'm like, we're a lot of people here. Please come help us. Come help us. So they start walking towards us and they say, jump out the window, I'll catch you. So I turn back to my best friend. I say, let's jump from the window. They're so drunk, they start walking away. I turn again, I start yelling again. I go, please, like, try opening the door or something. So they go, and all of a sudden I hear boom, boom, boom. The door shattered, all of it now.
Whoa.
I'm the one that saved us from getting out of that staircase. Like, over 20 people. The door finally opened. We all ran to shelter.
Wait, it opened because the drunk guys?
Because the drunk guys, like, kicked it down.
I see.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So they kicked it down. And so then we ran to shelter. Then I was just like in a shelter for a while with my friend and her mom and her boyfriend and sister. It was like 5 of us for like 2 weeks. And all the airspace was closed. Everything's closed. And we had to escape on a boat, on like a cruise. So like the day the ceasefire was called, we like run to the car and we're like going to like the cruise. And so we finally got on a cruise. We got to Cyprus from the cruise, and then we still had our tickets to Greece that were unrefundable. It was supposed to be like 10 of us, but then it just ended up being me, my best friend, and her boyfriend, the 3 of us.
Okay.
And we went to Greece, and we were like, oh, we deserve this so much.
That must have been the best vacation.
We finally got to Greece. We're like, oh my God, we deserve this so much. And Greece, it's so beautiful. But yeah, long story. But that was kind of the story of what happened.
That's great. That's wild.
Yeah. So, but I was saying, like, obviously people don't need to experience war. But for somebody to experience, like, everyone experiences loss, mourning, death, even a new job, even things that are happy, like a new relationship, different things. But everything you experience in life, it changes you. And so that's why, back to dating, like, when I'm dating someone, I think it's okay to talk about past relationships to a certain extent, because that's a part of you. That's what makes you you. And so, yeah, I think that's a pretty interesting thing that some people don't agree on.
Yeah. I am of the thought that you should be able to be open with most things if you're dating somebody. I think there's kind of a line of like, okay, maybe not like bring it up on the first date.
Yeah, if you're like obsessed with your ex and still bringing them up every second, that's something different.
Yeah.
But if you're like, oh, this happened and that happened and this changed me in a certain way, that's fine. That's part of you.
Did you go on a date where somebody was not okay with that?
I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't.
It's just a controversial opinion you have.
Yeah, but I just know that some people are like against that. I know from some friends that they like have had crazy exes, and they would not allow them to bring up anything. Like,
interesting.
Yeah.
It's crazy though, because it's like everybody has a past. Like you can pretend it's not there, but that doesn't make it go away.
Yeah, I think it's people that are immature and they really need to just like go through life and understand that that's what a relationship is.
Yeah, I think it's people who are possessive, and then also people who are desperate because they don't feel confident enough in themselves that they can get another partner, or get another partner as hot as this girl or as cool as this girl or whatever. So they're just like, I got one, I need to cling on tight and never fucking let go, because otherwise this is my shot kind of thing.
And I think that happens confidence a lot. Is huge when it comes to like a relationship. I like dated someone that it was fine, and then towards the end of our relationship, he started to show some like insecurity, and it really reflects onto your whole relationship. It kind of puts it into like a hole, and it's like, where are you? 10 minutes later again, where are you? 10 minutes again, where are you? I'm like, I'm with my best friends that I've known since middle school. What's the problem with that? And it's just, it becomes annoying, and it becomes possessive, like you said. The insecurity really shows. And it reflects onto people's relationships, and it ruins relationships.
Also, who is that kind of time?
Yeah.
Just, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's
exactly.
Like, I'm busy.
I'm like,
chill.
Also, why do you have that time to be
like shouldn't you be like working or something?
Yeah.
Like, don't you have shit to do?
Yeah, I'm like, this is a little bit of immaturity mixed with insecurity, and I just can't do it, and I ended it. I'm like, I can't do this. Yeah.
How long did you guys date for?
It wasn't long, like 4 months, but still. And I would say within even like, people disagree with this, within like 2 weeks of knowing someone, that you kind of just know already what you're working with a person. But obviously over time, different colors show when you go through different experiences together. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it also depends on, I think you get better at reading people over time.
Yeah.
Like when I was like first dating, I was like, everything, it was just the first impression, like, this is great, and it's always going to be great, and they're never going to do anything bad. And then like you go through a couple, and then you're like, okay, I can kind of read what type of person you are, from the jump a little bit better.
I feel like growing up, I've had the gift of kind of being able to read people pretty well. Like if my parents were ever friends with someone that I didn't agree with, I would tell them, like, when I was like 10 years old, I don't like these people.
Interesting. Those
people end up doing them dirty, and I'm like, and then they're like, how did you know when you were 10 years old? You used to tell us you didn't like them. I'm like, I know. Maybe it's the Scorpio. I don't know. I'm like, trust me, I know everything.
So you can read energy very well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm also like an empath, so I really feel other people's emotions too when I'm around them. And some people, I have to separate myself from them, because if you're so down and so sad, I want to help you, but also sometimes it's hard for me to differentiate if that's my sadness or your sadness. And then I just have to like separate for a little bit. I'm like, you need to stay away a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, being an empath, it's a beautiful thing because
it's beautiful but difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can connect with people very easily. You are able to be there very easily for people, where some people have a lot of trouble being there for somebody and knowing what to do, and they just feel awkward, you know. So you have that gift, but it can also be a burden. It can also be something that you carry on your shoulders and can be very difficult. Yeah,
definitely. You really feel that emotion of other people, and it's difficult until you acknowledge it. It's really difficult to know the difference between like your emotions and someone else's, and like the feelings, because it's really weird. Sometimes like my friend will be on the other side of the world, my best friend, and I wouldn't have talked to her for like a month, and I'll just call her one day and she'll go, "Hi, how are you doing? I miss you." I go, "What's wrong?"
You know.
I go, "What's wrong?" She goes, "How did you know?" Every time, "How did you know?" I go, "I know you. What's wrong?"
Crazy.
All the time.
And she's just like, "Are you psychic?" Like, "No, I'm a Scorpio, bitch."
I don't know.
Come at me.
Sometimes I think I am psychic. I don't know. Yeah, like recently I had a dream like 2 days ago. Do you have weird dreams? I've been having some weird dreams.
I don't have dreams very often. It's very rare I have a dream, but
I get some
pretty weird. Yeah,
I get some really weird dreams when I do get dreams. And so I had a dream like 2 days ago where someone died, and I was like, oh, I woke up, I was like, it really didn't feel right the whole day. You know, sometimes you get a really bad dream and you feel weird the whole day. And then but before that, I left out that like a day before that, I was thinking of this activist woman that I met. I met her twice. I met her once in middle school, and I met her once in high school. My school, they took us to Alabama on a civil rights trip. And so I met this activist, amazing woman. Her name's Joanne Bland. And I was just thinking about her. I was like brushing my teeth the other day, just thinking, oh, Joanne, what a nice woman. What a nice lady. She makes such a change in this world. And then I had that dream that someone died, and I was like, that's weird, and I didn't know who it was. And then the next day, yesterday, I was driving and I saw a crow in the middle of the road, and it was like acting really, really weird. And I was like, it was almost like it was announcing that someone's about to die. And then I was like, that gave me chills. I was like, what the hell? You know, crows are creepy, right? And they say like it's a symbol of death, right? And then I go to sleep. Wake up this morning, I get a text from my middle school teacher. Middle school teacher. Have not talked to her in years. In our group chat from middle school. Hi guys, unfortunately sent a whole article. She died.
The girl you're thinking about?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And I was like, oh my God. I was in my bed straight in the morning, like 7 a.m. I'm like on my phone. That was the first thing I see. And I said to myself out loud, I was like, no way. This cannot be real. Because obviously coincidences happen, but that was like too much. It's freaky sometimes, right? The things that like when we're in tune with the universe and different things, or like, you know, something's about to happen. Right? That's
wild.
Yeah.
Do you believe in manifestation?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
What have you manifested in your life?
I would say I manifested a couple different things. Oh, recently I manifested going to Utah. For the past year, I was telling my parents, I want to go to Utah. And I was like, I don't know why. I just keep seeing it on TikTok, and I see these gorgeous hikes. And I'm like, I want to go to Utah. My dad's like, you're not going to Utah. I'm like, I want to go alone. I want to go alone to Utah. He's like, you're not going alone anywhere. And so then recently our family friends invited us to go to Utah. I was like, yes, Utah.
Like it worked.
Yes, first time, Utah.
So TikTok convinced you to manifest
I don't know.
A free trip to Utah.
But also I was seeing like Utah license plates everywhere. I don't know if it's just because like when you pay attention to something, you see it everywhere.
Yeah, could be.
But that was one thing. I would say something more serious is I've been doing like acting since I was really little, since I was like 3-4 years old, and always wanted to be in a commercial, movie, something like that. And actually like around this time a year ago, I was cast for my first commercial.
Congrats.
So thank you. Yeah, for Turtle Beach. So I'm on like Target's website for Turtle Beach headphones.
Hey,
so
nice.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. That was a cool experience.
How did you get it? Do you have an agent? Did you just find it? Networking?
I applied myself on like this app, casting networks. Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, hey, congrats. The
Thank
first
you.
step in the right direction.
Yeah, and so I feel like after that, things just started moving in the right direction more and more. So.
And are you more pumped for acting or modeling or both?
Both.
Interesting.
Definitely both. Because I've been acting since I was so young. So I'm kind of done with like the theater. Like the Beauty and the Beast, Oliver Twist. I did all of those. I'm like, I say I'm retired from those because I'm just kind of, I need something new. And so I think modeling has come in like the past 2 years, and I really enjoy it because I also love the aspect of like, there's the part of collaboration there, where like, oh, this doesn't look good, you need to move this way, or do you think this clothing piece needs to be styled a different way, and you can work together to make something amazing. So I really love that as well. Interesting.
Yeah, the part of modeling I never understood is, okay, so the first like really beautiful girl I dated when I came to LA for the first time, she did modeling, and she had actually in the OC, she had a like shoot down there, and it was with like some like company. She was like, I don't know if this is sketchy or not, Zach. Like, can you come with me? So I'm like, yeah, sure. So we drive down to Orange County, and it was like a long shoot. It was like 8 hours long.
Oh, wow.
And I'm just sitting there on my phone, and I'm just watching her. And she goes in the room, puts clothes on, angle, boom, next set of clothes, pose, same 5 poses, and did that for 8 hours. And I remember thinking like, is this fun? Because that was her dream, like become a model. You know what I mean? I'm like, you're doing modeling, but like, is this enjoyable?
Yeah, it is. For me, at least, it's really fun. It's really fun. I get how some people, I guess, wouldn't think it's fun. Just like they would think of it as kind of just standing there. But there is that like adrenaline of, you have to enjoy something. Like when you love it, some people won't love it. Of course, there's different things different people like. I really enjoy it. By the end of the day, though, you get really tired. Yeah. You get tired.
Yeah. People don't understand, because like when I had my company in the modeling industry, I really saw it like firsthand. Like people don't understand that modeling is a skill. Yeah. And people think, oh, you just have to be hot. I'm like, you also have to be really hot, but you have to know how to like make your face look a certain way. Yep. And not be awkward, and like not have like, what do I do with my hands? Like you have to like walk in a certain way, and there's like all these very like subtle skills that you wouldn't notice unless you've been around the modeling industry and you see someone who's like, oh, I can tell that's like a new model. She doesn't really know what she's doing yet.
That's
she's
why,
like working on it.
Yeah, like saying yes to test shoots when you're just like a beginner, like with different photographers that want to just like experiment, different things, different shoots. Of course, be careful, be safe, but it's always good to like get different experience, because you always learn. Like in the beginning, I remember I was like, I looked so mad in my first photo shoot, and I showed it to my mom, and I was so proud. But then I showed it to my mom, she's like, why do you look so mad? And I was like, oh. And then my second photo shoot with a different photographer, he told me, loosen your jaw a little bit. So those really subtle things, like it really changes it.
Yeah, it's a lot of little micro facial expressions.
Yeah.
A lot of like getting yourself in a certain headspace to be able to like it in a way is like acting.
Yeah.
It's like you have to like become not a character, but you are kind of becoming a character to be able to portray a certain emotion to the camera.
And you need the confidence to make these certain faces and to just know what would look good. Like even in acting, when you're crying, obviously when you like cry, it's not gonna look good. Like obviously there's ugly cry.
Yeah.
So you have to know how to cry and make it look beautiful. And it's so, yeah, it's hard. And I know there's this guy I follow. They say he's like the Simon Cowell of modeling. His name's Brandon Andre. And he actually had a point. He talked about this before, that you don't tell someone to go just play soccer that doesn't know how to play soccer, right? You don't tell them to just go be a pro soccer player, right? And then people don't understand that like people need experience with modeling. It's not just about being hot, like you said, or attractive. And people really don't get it. They just don't get it. You can tell them so many times and they won't get it.
Yeah. Even just like the lifestyle in general, being like in one of these industries. I remember, I come from Wisconsin. I grew up there.
Okay.
And so like coming to LA, like the Wisconsin attitude is just like, you think, oh, if you're a like beautiful girl in LA, just your life's super easy. No. You know what I mean? Like, and I remember one of the first girls that I dated who was very beautiful. And, at first it's like you see from the outside, she's getting flown out on private jets to Milan for Fashion Week. And God. She's like, free trip to Tulum, all these things, celebrities in her DMs, But like seeing her life behind the curtain, where it's like, man, you never know like what guys you can trust and what guys secretly just want to sleep with you. And even worse, what girls you can trust and what girls will be nice to your face, but just secretly praying for your downfall behind your back.
That's the scary thing. That's worse than guys.
It's honestly kind of worse. It's like she literally had like, there's this rumor that was going around about her at some point, and it was going on for like 2-3 months, and she'd come home every day crying. She like, it was really hurting her. And, I'm trying to be there for her, and we're trying to figure out like, how did this get started? Like
and what to do. Yeah. And
we found out it was her best friend. Her ride or die. You would think there's no way this is the girl who backstabbed her. And it's just like, it's so crazy to see that like people think everything's just easy peasy. Yeah. And it's like, no, it's actually like very challenging and like a struggle to deal with.
Yeah. And actually growing up, I wasn't really friends with many girls growing up. I wasn't really close with any girls until like 4 years ago. Actually a little bit longer, maybe like 5 years ago. But I wasn't close with any girls because I never felt included. I always had like my two best guy friends that they're like my brothers. They're literally my family. And that was it. It was just me, Ben, and Maor. It was like the three of us. Just besties since second grade. So yeah, I felt like girls were always trying to start drama on things that were so unnecessary. Like especially little kids can be so mean. They don't mean it, but they can. And I don't even know what I was saying there. I lost my track.
Did you get bullied in middle school at all?
There was one girl that bullied me. And I remember we had to do like I think it was Valentine's Day, where you did like a gift exchange. Something like that. One of those days where everyone in the class like it was like a Secret Santa something. And I got her something, and I remember I overheard her. I was like behind her, and I overheard her opening my gift, and she was like talking shit. And that hurt me. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it feels like shit.
Yeah, I'm like I'm a nice person. For you to be mean to me, like, why are you being mean to me? What did I do to you?
Yeah.
And that comes out of jealousy and also insecurity. So unfortunately, some people they take it out on others. And you just have to know how to not take it personally. But it's easier said than done, of course, because it's going to hurt. Yeah, it's always going to hurt.
You seem like you are pretty well adjusted, though. You seem like you took the bad things in your life and kind of made a positive out of them.
Yeah, because like I said, it's all part of you. It's all part of what makes you you, and I'm happy with who I am.
Yeah. Yeah, I had kind of a rock bottom moment in so I got made fun of a lot in high school because my family was broke, and we'd have like hand-me-downs, like, and it was my cousins, so they're like way too big because my cousins were kind of like bigger than us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we got made fun of a lot at school. So I was super pumped for college because I was like, okay, college, new start. I have no reputation. I'm just going to be the cool, popular, social guy, have a lot of friends, that kind of thing. So I had this rule did you go to college?
I'm in college, yeah.
Oh, you're in college right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you stay in the dorms or no?
No, I live at home.
Okay, gotcha. So I was in the dorms, where they have all the rooms and stuff. And I had this rule. I was like, okay, anytime there's an open door, I'm going to walk in, introduce myself. Hey, what's up? I'm Zach. Try to make new friends, right? And this is going to sound weird, but I would get like really nervous. Like I'd be in my room, like, all right, Zach, let's go. Time to make friends. Like it was like kind of weird. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so every day I would go in people's rooms and kind of like say what's up. But the problem was I was still awkward because at that time in my life, I didn't really develop social skills yet.
Okay.
So like instead of becoming the cool, popular kid on the floor, I kind of became like the weird kid who would come into your room and be awkward. Yeah. You know what I mean? So this one Friday, it was in the winter, I remember. And I hated the weekends because the weekdays I would just be like, I'm here to study. I'm not here to make friends. I could like mentally get myself out of that space. But on the weekends,
partying.
Yeah, everybody's partying. You hear the laughing through the walls and the music and everybody's having fun. And I just be alone in my room. So one night I had to go to the bathroom and my dorm was all the way on one end of the hallway. Okay. And the bathroom was all the way on the other end.
Okay.
So if I had to go to the bathroom, I'd always
walk.
Yeah, and I'd go really fast because I didn't want people to like know that I was sitting there alone, right? So this Friday, I walked really fast, went to the bathroom, and as I was coming back, there was like the cool kids' room, and I'm about to walk past their door, and I hear somebody in the room. They're like, "Oh, does anybody know that Zach kid?" Oh. And so I like paused before the door because I don't want them to know I heard them, And someone else in the room was like, yeah, he's super weird. He just like comes into my room randomly. And they all like start laughing. And then they're like, oh, he came into my room too. And like all this kind of stuff. Horrible. And like, I don't know why I cared. Because like, who cares what these random people say?
But it hurts in the moment. But it fucking hurts, yeah.
But then I was kind of trapped out of my room because like, I didn't want to cross the door and have them see me. So I ended up going to the basement of the dorms, and they have like, pool table, ping pong table. And in the back corner, they had this piano room. Oh. And it was just this like closet with like a little piano that you could play in it. And I just sat there and I played for like 6 hours until I just looked so tired. I just went back to my room.
You sound like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then every day after class, I just go to that fucking room and I just play and play and play and play. And now that's what I do for a living. I do piano videos on YouTube. Yeah. So it's like, it kind of like maybe things happen for a reason,
Yeah.
But what's your piano experience?
I actually had something very similar that when COVID hit, I didn't really see myself like going out with people much anymore. Well, because nobody was going out, of course. But I mean, after COVID, right after when everyone started to go out. And I felt like people were starting to use me for my car. Like everyone was starting to drive. Yeah. And I was the first one kind of to drive, and people were like, "Oh, you want to hang out?" Mm-hmm. But really, they just want me to drive them to get cookies. And then the second everyone else got their cars, no one called me anymore.
Interesting.
And I just remember being so depressed about it and so upset. I felt like I couldn't talk to people. I felt like I literally didn't know how to make friends. Like you said, I didn't know how to talk to people. Because here you are thinking all these people are your friends. And I told my dad, I would cry to my dad. I'm like, I don't know how to talk to people. I don't. And I think that's also a really big development thing of just like growing up, like even in college, people go through this, of course. And I went through it in high school. And then one day we had a dinner party at my house, and this woman ended up saying yes last minute, I guess, to like a bartending job at my house. And she's not even a bartender. She's a music teacher. And she said yes. Last minute, she's like, yeah, why not? Her friend like referred her or something. And my mom ended up being glued to her the whole night. And they were talking. And I was gifted this 100-year-old piano when I was a baby. Our neighbor, he was like a very famous pianist. And he gifted it to my father to give to me when I'm older.
Crazy.
And he said, this is for Milan to play when she's older. And so it was always sitting in like the corner of our house. And when I was younger, maybe like 5, I don't know how old I was, really young, I had this Russian piano teacher, hardcore. She would slap my hands if I did something wrong.
Crazy.
She would make me go to the bathroom, put cold water on my face if I felt tired. She would make sure the water was like freezing cold. So I never wanted to touch the piano again.
Yeah.
Then fast forward to that night, my mom was glued to this woman. Ended up being that she's a piano teacher. So then I don't know what happened, I ended up having a lesson with her. And from that day forward, Lucy Walsh, she changed my life. From playing the piano, it honestly changed my life. I would find myself, she would leave after my 1-hour lesson, and I would sit there for 3 more hours. And it's just, you get lost in it, and it's like a free therapy.
It is.
Music, it's therapy.
I agree.
And we're so lucky to have music in our life. I feel like some people that don't have music, they don't understand, they don't appreciate it as much. And it's really, really special to have.
Yeah.
So I think that was similar, kind of.
It is similar.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy, actually. Yeah, it's really the only thing when I'm like super stressed. It's like, yeah, you could scroll TikTok, you could like watch Netflix, but that's not really good for you.
Yeah.
And also then your mind just kind of drifts anyway. But when you're like in the music and you're learning a song or you're just letting yourself go and being free with it, it's like nothing beats that. I don't know anything in the world that beats that.
Yeah. And it really, like, I would say it like saved my life, truly. Because
Crazy.
I don't know what I would have done. And then speaking to her, it opened me up to different things. And then I ended up finding these amazing girlfriends. I call them my 3 wives.
You have 3 wives.
Yeah,
Nice.
I have
like
3
that.
wives. If you ever date me, just know I have 3 wives. Yeah, it's a deal breaker, but...
And you met them in school, or would you guys?
Yeah, I met them in high school. One of them I knew since childhood, but we only really became close in high school.
Yeah, that happens.
And
a lot of times.
so the 3 of us are really good friends. But the piano is very special, and I think that was a very big part of it. Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah,
I think it's very difficult growing up where you hit this certain point where it's like when you're little, everybody's just friends because like you're
everything's
little.
rainbows.
Yeah, like nobody really understands being insecure. Like nobody's insecure. You're just like
Yeah.
running around the room. You know what I mean? And then there's like this age where all of a sudden it's like you got to figure everything out. You know, and to have something like piano to help you get through that, I think is huge.
Yeah.
I think also having a solid group of friends, which especially for girls I find to be very rare, especially in LA.
Yeah.
Because I think it's just such a competitive scene. And it's on top of that, being an attractive girl, you have a lot of opportunities. You're always getting invited to things.
Yeah.
You're getting swept up in, so I'm glad you found your crew.
Yeah, finally. Lucky me.
Yeah.
A lot of people, it takes them their whole life. Some people don't never find it.
Yeah.
But I'm very, very thankful. I tell them like every day how much.
Yeah. I think too, you have to be the type of person who can have friends.
Yeah.
Meaning like, I can't tell you how many times in LA there's like a girl that I know who's, oh, I want to go to this party because Chris Brown's going to be there or whatever, fill in the blank. I'm like, Chris Brown hasn't been relevant since like 2005. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's at parties all the time. Like who cares?
Yeah.
And, some of her friends can't get in because they have like strict, oh, you're not hot enough or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, I would see her ditch her real friends to go to a party because whatever celebrity is going to be there. And then
I've seen people do that.
It was interesting because she had her birthday and she's like, oh, can I use the house for my birthday? And I'm like, yeah, like people always ask to use the house and stuff. I'm like, yeah, for sure. So she comes in like 5 p.m. She has all these decorations. She has like bottles of alcohol. Like I'm like
Okay.
helping her like out of her trunk, like carrying these like huge crates of alcohol.
So big party's about to happen.
Yeah, she's like, oh, there's like 120 people on the list, and like I'm so excited, it's gonna be so great.
Yeah.
And then 10 p.m. hits, and like a couple people kind of come in, and then 11 hits, and it's like, oh, they'll come later, and it's like so few people came, and to be honest with you, almost everybody that came was like dudes who were trying to hook up with her.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't her friends, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
I felt bad for her at the time, but there's also some level of like personal responsibility to say like, hey, if you continue to prioritize, being cool or getting status or clout over genuine friendships, then this is what's going to happen to you.
Yeah. And I would be called like weird growing up. And honestly now, like someone calls me weird, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm weird.
Yeah, you're like, thank you.
Thank you. I want to be weird. I don't want to be plain and boring. Weird is great. I go sit in a rock, on a rock, in a rock. I go sit on a rock at the beach and I sit by myself and write and I draw and I enjoy time by myself. Yeah, I'm weird. That's great. I would.
That's not that weird. I thought it was gonna be way weirder.
No, well, like
you're gonna be.
I don't know. Like I do martial arts. I've been doing it since I was 3 years old. People are like, "You do karate? Oh my god! I did that when I was 2 years old, and I got like yellow belt." I'm like, "Oh yeah."
So you can fight, huh?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. I won 2 tournaments this year.
Crazy.
I participated in 2 tournaments within 1 week, and I won first place in both.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So you're black belt.
I'm about to be black belt.
Okay.
I'm right before black belt, but I did start to help out teaching, so it's really great. I get to teach little kids and also help out with like the adults. So working with different people, different ages. That's what I was saying again. Different interactions with people. Just interactions with people is so important, especially with AI. AI like going to take over everything. That's something it can never take away.
Yeah.
Your interactions with people and your different experiences, it can never take that away.
Although there's a lot of people that are trying to make to make
apparently it's starting to have like emotions. I'm like, oh
yeah,
no.
I've seen some stuff on Instagram, probably fake, but you never know.
Real or AI.
Yeah, I just wonder like once they create like a robot girlfriend.
Oh my god.
That like if they create one that looks real.
Yeah.
I remember just thinking, like, how many dudes out there are never going to talk to a human female again?
Too many.
And they're just going to sit in their basement and play Call of Duty and Fortnite and fucking eat Doritos and talk to their robot girlfriend. Like, it's going to be, like, probably, like, 40% of the population at this point.
Yeah, it's like WALL-E. I don't know if you ever watched it.
Yeah. It's like WALL-E.
That movie used to scare me so much, and I was like, I'm like, how did these people allow themselves to get like this?
Yeah,
it's so scary.
It's kind of freaky.
But where it's getting like that, it's scary.
Yeah.
It's really scary.
Yeah. Would you consider yourself an introvert or extrovert?
I would say I'm a mix of both because I'm the type of person, sometimes you kind of have to push me to like go hang out with, like go to a party, go to do these things. If I haven't been out in so long, I'll be asking my friends, let's go out, something. But most of the time, like, they have to ask me. And I prefer to be alone at home or, like, on my rock.
Yeah. So you're probably an introvert mostly.
Mostly introvert. Introverted, extrovert?
Yeah.
Or is it?
Those are the two. Yeah, introverted, extroverted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. When I first met you, you came off as very introverted.
Yeah, I feel like I'm very close.
You have a very like grounded side to your personality. You do come across as very confident when I like get to know you. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
And I think it's maybe not super apparent from the get-go.
Yeah.
Because you are more quiet.
That's why I'm like, just give me a chance, get to know me.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, because I don't even do it on purpose. It's just kind of, if I don't know you, like, I'm not going to come give you a big hug. I don't know. Like, some people are like that. Great for you.
You don't come off as somebody that would have anxiety necessarily, but you come across like someone who might tend to overthink things sometimes.
I've had anxiety. Thank God that's in the past.
Okay.
But I don't know, I just used to get like really anxious about things, but that's because of overthinking. Because I would just like overthink things, and a lot of the times growing up I would like bottle things up, and I think that's a Scorpio trait where you like bottle things up and bottle until you can't breathe, and then you explode. And that's not a good thing. I've learned to stop doing that. But yeah, I am very like to myself.
What triggers anxiety in you?
I feel like not having control over certain things. Like,
Okay.
I don't need to be, I'm in control over you and you can do whatever you want. But I feel like in certain situations, that's why I don't drink. That's a big part of why I don't drink.
Okay.
I've never been drunk in my life. I know I'm not of whatever thing yet, but people drink, people go to parties, people go to clubs. Sure. I've never been drunk. I don't find the need to. I'm like, I have so much fun and people think I'm drunk. People think I'm so drunk. I'm not at all. I'm not at all. And but I think the like control thing is, I've had certain scenarios where even before that's where I went to like the bomb shelter. Way before that, I'm like, God forbid someone has a seizure, something happens. I'm always thinking of everything. I'm like, I need to know I can drive my car. And I can get out of here whenever I want, go wherever I need, go home, do this, do that. So all my friends, everyone I know calls me mom. So I'm like, I'm always taking care of everyone. Like, oh, you need chopstick here. Oh, you need this here. I have like in my bag, in my car. You need a jacket here, a Band-Aid here. And then like when everyone's drunk, I just like take care of them all. It's not my responsibility. I don't need to do anything. But as a good friend, I'm just like, I'm taking you guys to Chick-fil-A and I'm making sure you all eat right now and you all get water before you go home, that you're all good, and I'm making sure you get in your bed. Yeah.
That's very sweet of you. Yeah. Do your friends, do they notice it? Do they appreciate it? Or are they just so drunk that...
One time my best friend, actually, she was like talking to me and she calls her mom, like just mom. And she went to me, she was like, Mom. And I was like, we both kind of paused. She was like, wait, why do I actually think you're my mom? She's like, why did I actually... She goes, I actually just called you mom.
It's like when...
it wasn't like as a joke.
You know, like in kindergarten where like you call your teacher mom on accident?
Yeah.
Because you've been hanging out. It's like kind of like that.
Yeah, and we paused and we laughed about it. She's like, why do I actually think you're my mom?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but I love it. I love taking care of people. So...
Yeah, it's interesting what you said about drinking because, like, so I drink now, but I don't really get, like, fucked up. Like, maybe, like, a couple times a year. But when I was in my early 20s, I would definitely drink, and 100% was because I had social anxiety. Okay. And it was, like, instead of kind of facing my fears, I would just, like...
I think a lot of people, they're like, I need this to interact with people.
Yeah. And it becomes something where they're unable to interact with people unless they have some kind of alcohol.
Exactly.
You know, and then, like, I remember thinking, we took that, like, DARE program. I don't know if you guys had that. Like, the drugs and alcohol resistance program.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. In Wisconsin, we had this thing. It was, like, this whole, like, unit on, like, why drugs are bad and alcohol's bad. Had that. Yeah, that kind of thing. And I remember thinking, like, as a kid, like, how could anybody like get addicted to these things? Like, just don't do it. Like, it's, you know, it's so obvious. Like, look how, you know, they tell you all the stories. Look, this person ruined their life from alcohol. This person ruined their life from drugs, whatever. And then like, as I got older, I was like, oh, I get it. Because you try it, it becomes a crutch. And then, oh, fuck, I'm going to like be meeting a lot of new people tonight. I should probably have a drink. And then you have another one. And then I could see how it becomes a thing for people.
And also life becomes harder when you're an adult compared to a kid, of course. Yeah. Life becomes harder and people want to suppress that with drugs, with alcohol, with whatever they want. I suppress it with running.
Oh, yeah. That seems like a healthier way.
I go on really long runs. Oh, it's great. It's great. Yeah. Nice. But I don't judge anyone. Like, if they want to drink, if they want to do whatever, that's your thing. Personally, when people do like drugs, I'm like, maybe stay away a little bit. I don't really need to surround myself with people like that. But when it comes to drinking, you do you. Mm-hmm. If you need to use it to socialize, go ahead. Just be aware of what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's not my doing. That's your life. That's not my life.
Yeah. And it is fun.
I'm sure it's fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
If you use it in the right way, obviously. Yeah. That's funny. Have you ever gone to therapy or had anything like that? Or what's your opinion on it?
I have not, but I feel like my music teacher, she's also my acting coach, and she's my vocal coach.
Everything creative.
So she's kind of also my life coach.
I see.
So sometimes we sit there for our lesson, and if I was going through a breakup, if I was going through a hard day, if whatever was going on in my life, she always starts by asking me, how are you doing? What's going on? What's new? And if something's great, okay, something's great. If something's bad, something's bad. But sometimes we take the whole lesson, the whole hour, just sitting and talking and figuring it out and figuring out what's the root, what's the why, what's the this, what's that. Because it all goes into your art. And people don't think about that.
Interesting.
So many people want to be actresses, actors, singers, and they don't look inside. They don't reflect inwards. And that's something so, so huge, I think, that people need to start to do. Because they just think, oh, you can sing and do this, but you need to put your heart into it. You need to put yourself into it. Mm-hmm. You need to put all of you into it. You need, like, in acting, how are you going to know? How are you going to have a character that's, like, going through a breakup, and you're just going to say, oh, well, they're going through a breakup? You need to find a way to relate to them somehow. You need to reflect inwards. Mm-hmm. You need to say, how would I feel? Mm-hmm. And then apply that. You need to apply it in different ways.
Because it has to feel real to you to make it translate on screen. Yeah,
so like authentic. And people don't understand that. They think they can just read words off of paper. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I'm sure many people do, and some, it looks great for them. But I think it's very important to reflect inwards, and that's a big part of the job. That's a big part of the work, to look inwards and understand yourself. Because understanding yourself is such a huge part of life. And some people go on till they're 80 years old, and that's why people have midlife crisis. Yeah, midlife crisis.
Midlife crisis.
Because they're like, wait, I don't know who I am.
Happens all the time.
And I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that. No, do it now. I did karate when I was 3 years old till like 13, and then COVID hit. I stopped for like 5-6 years, and then we moved to Newport Beach like 3 years ago, and like a year ago, I went to my dad. I said, I want to go back into karate. That day, I went, I found a new dojo. I started karate again.
Good for you.
That day. Because people say they're going to do things, and they're going to, and they want to do these things. And that's when they end up 50 years old, 80 years old, and they never did. And they, oh, I wish I went to Paris.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I did this. Why didn't you do it? You could have done it.
Yeah.
You can do anything you want. Literally, you can do anything you want.
Yeah. The tomorrow becomes an eternity. It's always, I'll do it tomorrow.
And that's a big thing, too, of like having a near-death experience. You really like, it hits you, that sentence of you never know if you'll have tomorrow. You really don't. You really don't. So really, like, take every moment. If you find yourself doom scrolling, stop. Look at yourself, say, why am I doing this? And go be more productive if you can. I mean, I find myself doom scrolling too sometimes, of course. But if you can find yourself and find that point to stop and reflect and go do something else that's more productive with your time, then that's great. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Milan, this has been fun. Any
Thank you.
Any shout outs you want to give? Any social media accounts? Where can people find you?
My Instagram is at Milan Chaim, Milan Chaim, MILANCHAIM. And my TikTok is I'm not Milan1.
That's great. Awesome. Well, this has been fun. We'll have to do a round 2 sometime.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
It was really great.
Thanks for watching.